Welcome to Vin and Mike, episode 65, Super Bowl preview show. What is up, Mike?
What's up, Vinny? How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Enjoying the weekend off of the Super Bowl. Or the NFL, and getting ready for the Super Bowl and having some fun and trying to stay warm as it's freezing in New York this weekend and all this fun stuff and all that. So
Good.
You know how it is.
I know how it is. Feel the same way. It's a great time of year. We got the Super Bowl. So many prop bet opportunities.
Yeah,
a lot of ways to get in there.
Yeah, we're gonna go through all that for everybody. We'll dig into your normal bets and how we feel about things, and then DraftKings has put out a whole slew of different prop bets, all these different, all this crazy stuff that's out there, right? I mean, there's just so much to bet on. I like that the coin toss is plus 100 on both sides. Yes or no? You get plus 100. There's no, one way or the other.
It flipped on. It didn't flip right. There's a malfunction flip.
It flipped. It's like what was it? What was the guy in Batman? Screwface. He had the coin. It always was heads. So, all right, Vin and Mike is brought to you by Viggy Bets. If you go right now, Twitter, Instagram at Viggy Bets, let him know you're a fan of Vin and Mike. Super Bowl's here. He'll probably have some bets for you. He's got a lot of basketball going on, NCAA stuff. It's hot, and he's sending out all kinds of bets every day to his VIPs. Check him out right now. Again, text him, DM, whatever you got to do at Viggy Bets, and just let him know you're a fan of Vin and Mike. We are on the Pigskin Podcast Network. Say hello to everybody there. A lot of new shows have joined the network recently, so happy for those guys that are now part of the network. And, of course, we're out in KKFI in Kansas City. They're really happy out there and excited for some of our conversation today. Maybe not that excited because I think both of us are going the other way. But, all our friends out there at KKFI. And then, of course, Vin and Mike podcast.com. Whatever you need from the show, it's there. Little bios on us, our store, if you want a T-shirt, a mug, a sticker. A laptop case. There's a bunch of stuff there. And like I said, anytime we get any revenue from that, we make a donation to a charity of our choice. And we've been really donating to Damar Hamlin's charity over the last few weeks. That's where we've had our focus with football and all the stuff that Damar went through, and does a lot of good things for these young kids out in Pittsburgh. So that's where we're supporting right now. But we're here. We're ready to give you some Super Bowl rundown. So, Mike, I think let me pull up the DraftKings app here.
Go ahead.
Pull it up. All right. So I think we start with the usual. Eagles are now minus 1.5.
Yep.
How are you feeling about your pick at minus 1.5, or are you on the Chiefs plus 1.5? Which way are you going?
I'm going Eagles minus 1.5. I mean, offensively, they've just been as great as they could be. Both offensively and defensively. The team is just phenomenal. They rank first right now with 8 sacks in the playoffs. It's just that they're in a different league, and we talked about this last week, Vin, that Jalen Hurts didn't have the best showing. We know that, right? And They still steamrolled over the 49ers. Yeah. Now you're going to get your head together for this game, but they're just so good on both sides of the ball that I think that I like that spread. I don't want to discount Kansas City, though, with the Mahomes and Reed, and they're well coached, and Travis Kelce. Yeah. I mean, you can't count them out. But when I look at the overall team and the strengths, I can't go against the Eagles in this game. I can't. So I like them minus 1.5. I think it could be as close as a field goal. I don't think it's going to be any kind of blowout, but they should win, and they should win. I'm not going to say easy, but they shouldn't struggle.
Yeah, I'm surprised at the amount of analysts that are actually saying this is going to be a blowout, that they think the Chiefs aren't even going to be in the game. So, I mean, I think the Eagles win by 10. I've been saying that from the beginning. I don't know if you would consider that a blowout. I wouldn't. But
I don't think that's a blowout.
No, but, I can't see them winning by 21, right? I can't see Mahomes not putting some points on the board. Yeah, I know this defense has been fantastic. They have phenomenal shutdown corners. I think the only other team that has similar corners to the Eagles are your Jets. I thought the Jets play that similar kind of man defense that the Eagles play. Maybe the Eagles as a group are slightly better, especially with Gardner Johnson as their slot kind of guy. So, but where they excel is that defensive line, right?
Yep.
You got Jordan Davis, you got Hargrave, you got Fletcher Cox, you got Hassan Reddick, who's a beast. Yeah. You got Brandon Graham, you got Sue. There's just so many guys. I mean, Robert Quinn is even on that team, and he doesn't even get on the field to do anything. And we know he's an all-time great sack guy. So I think that's the big thing, right? Is that they have the secondary, they have fantastic defensive line, the linebackers are good, and on the offensive side of the ball, they have Lane Johnson, who's all world. Like, the guy hasn't let up a sack in like 2 years. And he's playing with basically like a torn groin and kept Nick Bosa, at bay.
Yeah, right, which is not easy to do.
As we talked about Jason Kelce many times, Hall of Famer. Looks like he's on his way as a first ballot kind of Hall of Famer. Amazing center, really does things. And then all the other guys around them. And their running game is just phenomenal. They use 3 running backs, and then Hurts is the 4th guy. Fantastic way of running the offense. Very well coached. I think Nick Sirianni gets he got a little slighted, I think, by some players out there that, saying that anyone can coach that team. I don't like that when people say that, because they said about Hurts that anyone could be the quarterback of that team. Well, we saw when Minshew went in, he wasn't good, right? And they had to put Hurts in the last game of the season against the Giants just to get that 1 seed. And he's still dealing. I think he's still dealing probably with that shoulder injury as well, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
The bye week probably helps him a little bit, and all that. With all that said,
yeah,
you got Pat Mahomes. The guy does things that are incredible. I mean, he was phenomenal on, that high ankle sprain. I've seen so many times guys are out 3 to 6 weeks with high ankle sprains, 6 weeks with them. Guy wrapped it up and went out there the next week, right? So now he's got an extra week off. He'll be ready to go. He'll be firing on all cylinders. Will he be 100%? Probably not. But as someone always says, who's at 100% this time of year of anyone in the NFL, right? They're all banged up a little bit, some way, somehow.
Yeah.
But I just don't see them having enough to beat this Chiefs team. This Eagles team. And that's really what it comes down to. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop their running game consistently. If how's the secondary going to match up against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, those are the little things I look at. So that's why I'm probably going to do an alternative spread, probably like a 4 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't look at. I can look it up, but I'll probably do something like that. Try to get maybe a little more bang for my buck.
The other thing I'll say real quick, I think the Eagles, when we look at their rushing game, is far more it's far better than the Kansas City rushing game, which we didn't see at all last game. They're well balanced on the receiving and rushing end. And I think when we look at it, Vinny, when we look at these playoffs and we look at these balanced teams, that I always said this about the Jets, that if the Jets were winning, they were able to run the ball and pass the ball. And that's what the Eagles do really well.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that has to be looked at here as another advantage for them in this game.
Yeah. I agree with you. That's a huge thing. So alternate spreads. So what do you like the Eagles by?
To be a little conservative, I agree with you. Like, take them at 3.5 or 4.
All right. So if you get 3.5, you get plus 141 right now.
Okay.
If you go 4, you get plus 147. So you probably, you're not getting a lot more for 4. So you probably slide to the 3.5, right?
I think so. Yes.
That's a pretty good bet. If people think the blowout's going to occur, and you get to -7, you can get plus 225. So there's some big numbers here if you think blowouts are going to happen. Like -10 is plus 332.
Woo!
Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's what
now on the other.
You should put a little dabble on that.
Yeah, and then on the other side, if people like the Chiefs, and let's just say they go -3 Chiefs, you get plus 135 that way.
Yeah.
So it depends on which way you're looking to go. All right, let's see here. What else do we got in the world of Super Bowl? What do you want, Mike? Tell me what you want. You want some props, novelty props?
I think our fans, I think they want to see novelty because some of those are ridiculous.
All right, so this is right now the coin toss.
I'm going
100 on either side.
I'm going tails.
Tails. Plus 100.
500 on tails.
All right, so here's some interesting things. You can have Chiefs to win coin toss and win the game. A yes is plus 300. You get Eagles to win coin toss and win the game, plus 250.
It's not bad.
Then you get team to win coin toss. Both the Eagles and Chiefs are plus 100. So you could do plus 100 heads or tails. You could do plus 100 on the team. And then you could do, if you like the Eagles to win the toss, plus 250 and win the game. I don't know if, let's see. Can you? Yeah, you can't.
I'd rather do the alternative point spread, to be honest.
There you go. All right. Jersey number. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Jersey number or first touchdown scorer. Over 11.5. That means anybody with a jersey number with 12 and higher, plus 105. Under 11.5 is minus 130. I might go plus 105 because it's possible Chiefs get the ball early and Kelsey scores the early touchdown, number 87.
That's possible. Or on the Eagles side, I might differ from that. See, Miles Sanders may get it.
Or he's number 26
on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that plus 105 is not bad there.
Not bad. Not bad. No.
Okay. Jersey number of last touchdown score is the same thing. Same plus 105 minus 130. What is octopus?
What is that? I remember I looked at something like that last year and I forgot what it was.
Will there be an octopus? What the hell is that? 8 legs?
It was so stupid. When I saw that last year, I felt like an octopus just I'm so stupid. I didn't know what it meant.
Will there be an octopus? What, during halftime you go for a little meal?
Will there be an octopus just on the field?
Where were you at the Detroit Red Wings game when they used to score goals? Remember they used to throw them on the ice?
Oh my God. Yeah, I do.
Remember how many? Do they still do that? They don't do that anymore.
I don't think so. I think it's like
all I know is it's plus 1,400 a yes. So whatever it is, it's probably something rare.
$2 on that, which we have no idea what it is.
Well, for our listeners, if you can let us know in the comments or send us a message what the octopus is. I'm probably sure we could just Google it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, they have DK squares. Which
I had success with that last year. I did.
What are you going to do? Final, or are you going to do any quarter?
I will do any quarter. And
what do you like?
Well, here's what I'm going to do is the most common score. You have like 7-3, 7-0. Right? So I would go something. I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to do 7-0 Eagles,
right.
7-3 Eagles. Right. Try that because I think they'll get out. Hopefully to a quick lead there in the first quarter. But then you could try some other crazy ones like.
And they're all plus.
Yeah.
Like 0-0 is the lowest at plus 295.
So think about that. If like as you said, Vinny, if they get up by 10, they start the game 10-0, boom, you're set, right?
Well,
Or even at the end of the game, it could be like 20 to, I don't know, 10.
Well, even if you take like a crazy one, right? Like Eagles 6-1, right?
Yeah.
Plus
why
2,000.
Why not? Try it.
Right? 26-21.
Put $20 on it. Who cares? It could be any quarter.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me see final result. What that is. Oh, final result. So Eagles 7-4 is the lowest, plus 2,000. So if you're guessing the final score, whatever you think the final score will be, let's just say again 20-10, plus 3,500.
It's going to pay out a lot.
That's pretty good for a final score. So I think people should, get your DraftKings app. Yeah. Get on there, go check it out. If you're not signed up, listen to our commercial. I'll do. You know what? I'm going to do the commercial right now.
Do that commercial.
So people can get on this DraftKings and bet some square bets. So, all right. Stage is set, and we're counting down to the battle in Arizona. There's no better way to get ready for NFL action than with DraftKings Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57. New customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can take a shot at even bigger payouts with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Boost your Super Bowl 57 winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. Like me and Mike said, we're going to be into these DK squares. We just told you some of those things. Again, 0-0 final score plus 3,500.
Put $20 on it. Put it, dude. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you right now.
I think Anthony's going to put $42 because he likes to come up with these weird amounts that he bets with. I wonder how he's feeling after his golf last week, which was phenomenal.
Yeah.
This week, I don't know.
Okay.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code TPPN. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code TPPM. Minimum age eligibility restrictions apply. Void in Ohio. See show notes for details. So I'm guessing it's void in Ohio because they just got the sports book there, and they probably not allowed to do any.
Yeah. Usually that goes first. Then
they got to do like all that other stuff. But I'll tell you right now, if you're a listener to the show and you haven't downloaded the app, I would definitely recommend for Super Bowl. Everyone likes to do all little things with their friends and everything. Same thing. All you need is to bet $5 on the Super Bowl. So you download it, you put your $5 in, you bet Eagles -1.5, Chiefs +1.5, whatever you want to do. And then you get 200 in free bets instantly, right? Now, so you have 200 in credits. Then you go into those squares.
Right, and just put it right. Just do it.
Free bets for you, and next thing you know, you hit one of those with your free $200. Then you got real money in your account.
No, but think about it.
And you could cash out that night, and you're good.
Think about it. You get $200, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you just take $10, 10 on every square, 0-0, 3-0. I mean, you're going to get 10 bets. You're going to get 20 bets, 20 if you do $10 a piece. 20 bets on those squares. That's fun. It's fun.
Bets.
Free bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the stepped up same game parlays, all that stuff. So
Fun.
I would again. I don't know. I think a lot of our listeners are already on DraftKings by what we know. But if you're a new listener or been a listener for a while, and I would just go download the app, code TPPN, and get yourself going there. So,
All right. I'm going to give you my final score real quick.
All right. Wait. Let me pull up. I got to pull up the.
Show me
where, so I know where I'm going. Okay.
I'm writing this down.
All right, I'm writing it down. Hold on. Let me get my pen here. Okay, I got a pen.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
So the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
27.
27.
The Kansas City Chiefs. 21.
21. All right. 7-1. Let's see.
7.
Looking at it. I'm driving around.
Fine.
All right. That is plus 3,500 people.
There you go.
3,500.
And
Now,
Vinny?
I've been saying, as you know, 31, 21.
All right, let's do it. Do it.
All right, right? Let me see what that is.
I'll play that too.
Let's
you play mine, I'm going to play yours too.
Okay, let me look at what 1-1 is. 1-1. 1-1 is plus 4,500.
Let's do it. Okay, 20 apiece.
Plus 4,500.
We'll do that.
20,000 on each one.
You want to hear something? I'll tell you a crazy story real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh, terrible story, but I can laugh about it now. I was doing a live bet once. I don't even forget the teams. I was in one of my crazy live betting scenarios. I meant to put 20, but it was late at night. I put like 200. I put 200, and it did come in. But whoo-wee.
Oh God. Woo.
And you can't take it back. What's there?
Not on live betting. You know, you could cash out on some other bets if you make a mistake. But
all right, I like what we're going to do. So, audience, first bet: Philadelphia 27, Kansas City 21, 7-1 plus 3,500. These are final scores, and then Vinny's 31-21, both ones obviously plus 4,500. And we're going to put that on there. And then just to let everyone know, too, in addition to that, common scores, 0-0, totally going to do it. Because if it hits any quarter, you win. Like 3-0, 7. It's fun to do. Yeah, I hit it last year at my buddy's place. I'll never forget that.
Let's see. I want to see what the highest one is. 2-2.
Probably 5-2.
7,500.
2-2?
2-2.
So you need a safety for sure. Or, no, maybe not.
No, 32-22.
Like it's possible.
Yeah.
Why not? Put 10 bucks on it.
42-22, 42-30.
It is fun.
And there's 5-5 also. Which is
5-5 is like, yeah.
35-25. You would have to have – those are high scores. If you're going to play those, you should play the alternate overs also.
All right, let's get the Gatorade color. Let's get the Gatorade color, okay?
Oh, I don't know where that is. Where is that?
Probably under novelty, but maybe they took it away.
No, they don't have it right now. Maybe it'll come later as we get closer. Let me look at some team props here.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see. Chiefs rushing yards. Nah, I don't like these. Let's look at game props. First drive props. Okay, first drive, field goal made, plus 475 for yes.
Now, is this any team, first drive?
Yeah, first drive, field goal made. So that means kickoff to Kansas City, they drive, they kick a field goal, you get a plus 475.
Not bad. That's actually pretty good.
Now, so now here's all pluses. This is interesting. First, Kansas City drive result. If they punt, plus 130. A field goal attempt, plus 350. A touchdown, plus 185, and a turnover or safety or turnover on downs, plus 550. So that's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same for the Eagles the other way.
Okay.
So first drive props, that is, for people. There's correct score, which we like. So let's look at correct score. That's the other thing now. You said 27-21.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm scrolling here. Holy cow, there's a lot of scores. All right, let's see.
It's got to be. If that was plus 3,500 with I would say it's like double or triple that.
I'm looking.
Plus,
I might have skipped it. Who knows? I wish they would put it in order instead of this order. I must have missed it. Hold on. Well, let me give you the common one since.
all right.
So let me scroll here. So 2724 is the least one, and that's plus 4,500.
Very, very possible.
You know what I mean? That is good. Let me see here. 2721. They got 2721 Chiefs, which is plus 7,500.
So probably a little lower. I would say plus 6,500. That's what my guess is.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling. I think it's more than that, Mike.
You see any other good ones?
Yeah, it's a lot here. Let's see. Why is that one so 27 now? 17, 14, 21, 17. I'm looking. What the hell? 27, 14 is plus 8,000.
Jeez.
I don't know why.
All right. Listen.
I keep missing. I must have missed it.
That's all right. That's all right. There's a lot
maybe
of.
I'm blind. Maybe they don't have it. Maybe it's not a score you can bet on.
Because it's going to hit. That's
because you can't bet on 3-0.
3-0.
All right. So there's correct score in there also for people on the game props. There's exact winning margin. So you have.
I like those.
So you have 6 points. That's plus 1,000. I have 10 points, which is plus 1,100.
I think you should bet that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Overtime, yes, plus 1,100.
There's so much you could do.
There's race to a certain amount of points, right? Like race to 30, both teams are plus on that. Race to 25, both teams are plus on that. Both teams to score X. Let's see what's a good one. Both teams to score 30 plus points. Yes. Plus 550.
Not going to happen.
Both teams to score 25 plus points. Plus 230. All right. What else do you like? What else?
How about
team futures for
2024
Super Bowl?
Okay, let's do it.
Right?
Where are those Jets?
The Jets. Here we go.
Plus 40,000.
The Jets are.
We don't even know who their quarterback is.
Plus 2,500.
That's it.
That's it.
They must know
1,
something.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th choice. That is definitely Aaron Rodgers built odds, no doubt. Those odds definitely are at plus 25 because of the rumors.
That's right.
I bet you if they actually get him, those odds will go down to 1,500, something like that.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs right now, plus 550 for next year's Super Bowl. Where are my Raiders? Here we go. Oh, God. Are we even on the chart? Plus 4,500 with no quarterback.
With no quarterback.
And no signs of Tom Brady coming out of retirement again.
No, I think he's done this time.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done. I know we had, I remember last year, one of our early shows, because he basically retired the same date last year. We discussed, what he meant for football and everything. So when you think about him, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you? And as a Jets fan more than anything.
Yeah, I actually put a little Instagram story about it, but he was the GOAT. I mean, what amazed me about him, put aside the 7 Super Bowls, which is unbelievable in itself. It's hard to win one. It's hard to win one. This guy's won 7. He won with Tampa Bay the first year he went there.
Yeah.
He's incredible. I have nothing but admiration for the guy. Like, and trust me, when he was playing against the Jets, it was awful, like being a Jets fan. But that's greatness. He's like a Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That's who Tom Brady was. But never gave up, as you said, even this year, which was a subpar year, that they'd be dead until the fourth quarter and the ball's in his hands. And he did
it multiple times this year.
So, I mean, that's it. I mean, he was greatness. He had grit. He loved the game so much. That's someone like, and that's why you look at these people in sports like a Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter, Serena Williams. They're the greatness of the passion that they have for sports and their team. And even he said, I mean, that's what he loved the game so much. So when he said it this time, I listened to it. I'm like, yeah, he's done this time.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time for him. I think a lot of their issues last year were just he's starting to fade, right? I think his arm wasn't as great as it was in the past. He had a lot of personal issues going on and all that as well. I think his kids are getting to a certain age now where he's looking to go to games. They say he takes a private plane and flies to his older son's football games, all the time.
Yeah.
And, that was something that people didn't realize he
was doing. The press likes to mock him. The other thing that came out that was awesome that he does, every week he was volunteering at like a shelter for like dogs with his kids. But the people just, as we always say, there's always going to be haters, right?
Jealousy. And
it's jealousy. The guy, I mean, the guy was just unreal in his game and what he's done for the game, and there's nothing more you could say about it. And I think that people that really get it, even though they beat all the opposition, that you got to respect them. Just like I respected Michael Jordan. I mean, listen, there was no bigger Nick killer than Michael Jordan. Maybe Reggie Miller next, but Michael Jordan, they couldn't get past the Bulls, right? So when you're in the moment, you're pissed off. But then when Jordan retired, you realize, man, those were some great rivalries and years. And when I read that book, so now nothing but respect and admiration for Tom Brady as a player, as a person, and he'll be missed. He'll be missed because I think the other thing is, if you see a Monday night game and Tom Brady was playing, no matter what, you're going to tune in. You always wanted to tune in to see him play and see how he was going to do.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was just, again, his success. And then the guy was 45, 46 years old still doing this. And people are like, how much longer can he keep doing this? They still want to tune in. So that's a testament to him.
It's incredible. And I didn't realize this. I heard it the other day. His 7 Super Bowl wins, 3 of them were in his 20s, 2 of them were in his 30s, and 2 of them were in his 40s.
I didn't even realize that.
You don't realize that he won 2 Super Bowls
in his 40s.
That
will never happen again.
No, it's the longevity, which is hard to find at all in football, especially the quarterback position. Brett Favre had a lot of longevity, but he faded towards the end. Peyton Manning really faded towards the end, right? You could see how guys after the age of 35 really start slowing down, like Ben Roethlisberger just recently. You could see how Matt Ryan is not what he used to be. Even Aaron Rodgers, right? How much more does he have? He had a very, very, subpar season for him. And again, you look at all that. This guy is 6-7 years older than them at that point in his career and still winning, right?
I know.
He made the playoffs 3 seasons with Tampa. All 3 he was there. And like you said, the first one during COVID with no practices and all this stuff, and goes out and wins the Super Bowl with a team, I think, that wasn't in the playoffs for 14 years or something like that, right at the time. Something crazy like that. So, and also he was in 10 Super Bowls, Mike, right? Like half his career he was in the Super Bowl. I mean, we sit there and we talk about Mahomes, in his 3rd Super Bowl in 5 starts, right? Very similar to Brady, right? I mean, they'll say 6 seasons, but it's really 5 seasons because this first season doesn't count Mahomes. But the thing is, he's been to 5 straight AFC championship games. Brady and Belichick were in 8 straight AFC championship games. I mean, so it's like Mahomes is like that next guy, but will he have the longevity? Will he still have the winning, ways as time goes on? Will he go to 8 straight AFC championships? There's all those young guns, right, in the AFC. But Brady already accomplished all of it, right? He's got 7 Super Bowls. He's been in 10. Mahomes is getting to his 3rd. That's phenomenal. We know if he wins this Super Bowl next week, that he's basically written his Hall of Fame ticket already. Right? At 27 years old, you can put him in the Hall of Fame come Valentine's Day, right? I mean, essentially. But Brady, now we wait for 5 years, right? He gets that Hall of Fame induction, and who's going to be part of his class, right? It's going to be like such a huge class of guys, right? And who's going to be in that class, and what guys are, maybe some of the older players that are still trying to get in are part of that class with them. Maybe somebody that was a phenomenal player also retires this season and goes in with him, or a guy that retired last year that maybe didn't get in on first ballot, second ballot. So it's all that stuff you think about as well. But it's an interesting dynamic going into next season, because as much as Aaron Rodgers is rumored to go here, going there, he could still retire himself, right, and step away. And then Rodgers and Brady go in the Hall of Fame together, which is even more insane because they're both first ballot Hall of Famers. But we just then the old time legacy quarterbacks for us as younger people are gone, right? Like now, like all those guys are all younger than us at this point, right? Like Brady was the last guy that was like in our age group. Like he was the guy, going to happy hour with us. But now the younger guys, we're not in that class, So that's some of that comes along with Brady and Rodgers as well. So it's an interesting dynamic.
Hey, but you know what? In the XFL, I hear there's like 50-year-old.
That's it. The XFL, the USFL, they're all ready to go. You sign up and get out there today. I wonder, so the XFL starting, I think, starts right after the Super Bowl. I think it's
Can we please go to a game this year?
There's nothing here.
Oh, I forgot. It's not the XFL's not here either?
No, there's no New York team. They've given up on the New York market.
Well,
I think what they're looking to do, and it's probably smart, is go into markets that don't have NFL teams or have smaller fan bases or whatever, and just trying to market pro football to markets that don't have NFL, right? Or don't have baseball teams, or don't have, New York is hard. Once the Super Bowl's over, what people care about the Knicks, they care about the Rangers, they care about the Nets, they care about the Yankees and Mets coming in spring, and they don't care about the XFL New York Generals or whatever they call them, Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever they are.
I still can't believe you had season tickets when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, we thought so. Our idea was here's a new league. It's 2001, right? Here's a new league that's starting. The tickets, if I'm right, I think we got four. I think it was four home games. I want to say it was four, and it was like $20 a seat.
Yeah.
So it was $80 for one person, and you sat on like the third row on like the 40-yard line, right? So you had like these phenomenal seats. It was like some of the best seats you can get to watch football. So we were thinking, we'll get season tickets. If this thing takes off, we're gonna have a really good like season ticket here and be able to monopolize it as time goes on. And hey, I'm an XFL season ticket holder. You want my seat for $200 kind of deal? But of course, it was the worst time. It was like 14 degrees watching football and watching Justin Bieber and Charlie Puth playing football out there. It was some of the worst football. They what they did, their real big mistake was they took away like all the penalties like the NFL had, right? But what that does, and this is the problem, it takes away scoring. I think if they would have made it where, even if you touched a guy, it's a penalty, instead of being able to maul people the entire time. Like they were trying to make it like WWE wrestling instead of thinking, let's let them score 50, 60 points a game, because offense, people like touchdowns, right? It's exciting. It's touchdown. So if you have a game 60-50 every week, I think people would have been more in tune to continue to watch it.
Yeah.
It's just, so bad. That's the problem, and it's the problem with the USFL and XFL is there's no stars. Like, you really, I mean,
I'm really surprised it's coming back because nobody was watching it last year. Like,
someone had to.
Well, I don't.
Not anyone we knew.
No.
We were trying to get the USFL to send us somebody. We had communications with their PR department. They put us on their list, they said, but I'm guessing, I think Fox has something to do with it. I don't know if they own it or they're a partner or something. Yeah. So they probably didn't want to deal with us because we're not a Fox affiliate of anything. If anything, we're freaking. We are what we are. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's boring. I'd rather watch Yankees spring training baseball. Let's be honest.
There you go. Nothing like that.
Right? I mean, that's it. All right. So we're going to do 27-21, which I got to find Eagles. 31-21 Eagles.
Yep.
We're going to do DK squares in there with that. Well, maybe the over-under is 50.5. So you're under with your score. I'm slightly over. So maybe I'll play with it or not. I'm thinking of parlaying maybe the alternative spread and like an alternative like under or something. I don't know. I have to look at it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah. Try to. What we'll do is Sunday, Super Bowl morning, we will post a bunch of our bets out there for people.
Yeah.
So you can go to our Instagram, right? Vin and Mike podcast. They're on Instagram. Check it out. Sunday morning, we'll have a bunch of different bets. We'll put a bunch of posts out there. I'll do some stuff on Twitter and all that, and then we'll see. Hopefully next show we'll have a big celebration of big hits.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Plus 3,500, $20,000 bet. We're millionaires now.
That's all it takes. It takes one.
It takes one. I want to maybe we'll get some bets from Anthony too and see if he's got anything that he wants to throw out to the audience. Let
him throw it out.
The Masters is coming, so he's got to get. He's been prepping for that for us as well. He's gonna have to. I don't know how we're gonna have him come on. We'll have to figure that out because he's changed his working hours and all this stuff.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not gonna have a show at 4:00 in the morning just to talk about the Masters.
No.
I'll figure it out.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just woke up the entire neighborhood.
Oh man.
All right. I think we're good. All right. This preview's good. So we both like the Eagles. We like, I think we're both in a similar vein that just a little too much for the Chiefs, right? I mean, that's the takeaway from us. Right? That's how you feel.
That's how I feel. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. Last year we were a little different. I think you like the Bengals, right? I like the Rams, or you like the Rams. I like the Bengals. I don't remember.
I forget. We were on opposite sides last year
I
too.
don't know. I know I was anti-Stafford for the.
You were very anti-Stafford. So you probably were. Yeah.
I think he's like the only guy left from his that's non-punter kicker that's left in the NFL from his draft class.
You might be right on that.
And that's 2009, right? Yeah. I mean, Brady was the class of 2000.
I know.
Like, there's no one. There's coaches, commentators, all these guys that played with him, retired before him, drafted. Like Byron Leftwich was drafted after him, played against him, retired before him, and became his offensive coordinator.
Yeah. And think about it. Think about who retired that same year. Probably like these veteran quarterbacks played with him like a year or two.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even Kingsbury played with him. What's his name was on his team? The guy in Minnesota. O'Donnell?
Oh, yeah.
O'Connell? Kevin O'Connell?
Kevin O'Connell.
Whatever his name is. We know who. That guy. He actually played on the Patriots. So, all right, Mike. Good?
We are good.
All right. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you, my
Mike
friend.
is getting on a plane as we speak, and he's taking off. And I told him, part of his life insurance policy is to give me his username and password.
Don't even say shit like that. Can you imagine? Oh man! I need to see the Jets win a Super Bowl before I go. So don't say.
Well, you better. First of all, you better hope you get a quarterback. Doesn't matter who it is. And B, you gotta hope that he actually could throw the ball to Garrett Wilson.
Let's hope. That's all I can ask.
So, all right, you have a good one. We will talk post Super Bowl.
Post Super Bowl. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.